That's just a song called Put It Behind You. That's just the riff, piano riff from the chorus.
Is that what you're thinking of in terms, is that what the sound you're going to give it?
Well, I'm trying to get something along those lines. I like some of the sounds on the first album. I mean, obviously we've heard those songs rather a lot over the last 12 months. In fact, over the last 2 years really, so I'm quite looking forward, but I think we're all quite looking forward to a bit of a change of sonic territory. Well, our first album is quite polished in places. Everything is kind of in the right place where it should be. It's quite tidy, you know, there's no mistakes. So it's quite an epic sound, it's quite big. You know, and that's good because it kind of suits the songs. That can sometimes mean that you're in danger of losing the kind of heart of the song in some way. In a way, it's a question of cutting out anything that's going to stand between the listener and that sensation of really feeling the song.
No, there are no half measures really with this record. So there's no point in sort of denying that it's pretty kind of different and you know, trying to kid people into thinking it's just sort of Hopes and Fears Mark II, because we don't really want to do that anyway. But we hope that our fans will come with us on the journey that we're making, you know, because otherwise they'll just get bored, and so will we.
Let's try again.
This list has basically all the songs that aren't on the kind of keepers list.
What's Barcelona's song?
That's just something that it's kind of quite a rocking song that I haven't finished the lyrics for, although I was just writing someone in the car on the way down here this morning, and it's just a demo I wrote in Barcelona.
What lyrics are you writing this morning?
I can't tell you that.
Just give me a snippet, one word.
Crystal.
Crystal Ball definitely, you know, because it deals with all those kind of feelings of fear and sort of, you know, the feeling that you're kind of so kind of worthless that you're about to kind of disappear. You know, and so I think, you know, lyrically it's definitely very powerful for me, but also, you know, just as a song to sing live, I mean, it's acrobatic, and it definitely kind of stretches me just about as far as I can go vocally, which is great. You know, I think Tim, you know, he probably sat there writing it thinking he's really going to find that bit quite difficult.
We're in New York, we're on Crosby Street, Magic Shop Recording Studios.
How long have you been here?
We've been in New York, I don't know, about a week I think. We've been playing some gigs with you too at Madison Square Gardens. You have the brolly, Ed, don't worry.
Where are you going, Tim? Take me around the studio.
Well, not much to it.
Do you like the vibe here?
I do, yeah. Wish we were staying a bit longer, really.
Is the sound getting there? You getting that rawness you speak of?
Yes.
Make myself heard.
Do you think that more kind of Bruce Springsteen-y kind of Bon Jovi vibe would be good to him?
I'm sure Bruce Springsteen would be honoured to be for that to be considered an impression of him.
I love these mics, I think they're good. It's been good to sing with this last couple of years.
After all the misery made, is it any wonder that I feel afraid? Is it any wonder that I feel betrayed?
Yeah, it definitely sounds uplifting.
Was it a bit too over the top in the verse?
I think that's the. I think the way you went into the first verse then was as good as you've ever done it.
The choruses sound really good and rock, and they've got a good. They sound like they belong in the song. I feel like the verses are still sort of getting there a bit. Well, that as a song started off being a kind of strokesy thing. I think the lyrics kind of made it mutate a bit into something a bit less kind of cool and laid back, and it turned it into something a bit angrier and more spiky. There's a great sense of our generation starting to sincerely worry that we're not really contributing anything very, very good to the kind of global community, and actually the society that we're a part of, which we've always thought of as being a power for good, is actually perceived by half the world as being a power for evil. Trying to work out how you're expected to respond to these things. Who are you supposed to believe, and what are you supposed to think as a kind of intelligent thinking group of people? I think a lot of people of our age are really struggling with answering those questions. So that's what the song is about. I really like, there are a few bits in that where you're sort of tailing off at the end of words, pitch-wise, like, feel afraid. I think that's really cool.
At the end of those Feel Afraid, the next line after that, you regularly linger too long on the afraid and come in late at the start of the line after that.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's a bit like Bob Dylan.
And that feels a bit
Hey!
weird.
You're doing it a lot in the second, you're doing it a little bit in the second verse as well. I was wondering if it was an interesting thread to follow.
Okay.
It just sounds really sort of swaggering and,
Yeah.
it's quite cool. Very cool, actually.
All these days, after all the misery made, is it any wonder that I feel afraid? Is it any wonder that I feel betrayed? Nothing left beside this old cathedral, just the sad, lonely spires. How do you make it right? It's exhausting singing this song.